Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another episode of Blitz Village. Yay! It's been a little while. My apologies about that. Just getting a lot of other series sorted and getting those back on track. And then, of course, coming on back to our lovely, good buddy, old pal, Blitz Village. But of course, before we get to today's episode, we always have some shout-outs to get out of the way. So let's go on the creeper's head here and do the shout-outs here, shall we? So of course, if you guys don't know what these shout-outs are, it's basically you can go to twitter.com/Blitzwinger or @Blitzwinger and tweet me your awesome Minecraft creations, and then I pick 2 to 4 creations every single episode at random, of course, and showcase them on the episode. So that being said, let's kick things off with, of course, Israel 500, who sent in a WrestleMania Coliseum. So of course, as you guys know, I am quite a big wrestling fan, and this just looks really awesome, and it kind of makes me want to ask you guys something, whether or not you would like to see a Coliseum or like a sports type, like a big arena or stadium or something like that, that then we could use for different sporting events that take place within Blitz City, because at that point it should be a city already if it's got a Coliseum, right? Or stadium. So of course, let me know in the comment section below, that's what I should say. But yeah, it looks absolutely awesome, and of course it's kind of like themed out to be like WrestleMania 30, and of course the one that's going to be taking place in New Orleans. Let me know if you guys are going too in the comment section below. I'd love to hear how many of you guys are gonna go. Alrighty, so then next up we've got NC Cool Guy. Is that NC? Yeah, it is. Okay, I was just double checking if it's 2 C's or is it just N Cool Guy. Alrighty, so it's NC Cool Guy who sent in a pretty gosh darn cool pixel art of a Flappy Bird, which is something that I'm definitely considering doing, and I'm kind of honestly thinking of maybe even doing that on the next episode of Blitz Village, because I just think it looks really cool, and doing my own rendition on a Flappy Bird is something that I definitely think might be fun, so maybe we'll do that on the next episode. That being said, final submission comes from Richard Chen, who sent a pretty cool pool design, and it seems like I wish you would have walked a little bit back and took the picture, because it looks like you've got some really cool structures on the left and on the right hand side of the pool as well, and I'd love to see those. But that being said, of course, I actually kind of want to put some... no, that's okay, I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it! But yeah, of course, that being said, that is the showcase for today, and let's get rocking with today's episode, shall we? So what we're going to work on today is we're going to take a little bit of a time off from, of course, we do have a little bit more work to do on the creeper statue. We still have to do something with the head there that we haven't decided fully yet. Some of you guys did say that I should fill it up with TNT, and I might do that, but I'm just really nervous about it blowing up. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do that. Of course, some of you pointed out that the creeper didn't appear because it was unpeaceful, and you guys are absolutely right about that. So thank you so much for doing so. But that being said, today we're going to take some time off from pixel art or things like that, and we're going to address this village. As you can see, this village completely consists from this sandstone and these types of particles, and I want to rebuild it to be wooden like this, because I think that that looks fantastic and looks way better. So that's what we're going to be working on today, is basically restructuring the village to look a little bit... What is this? What have we here? Is this an entrance to my batcave? I think it might be an entrance to my batcave, guys. Oh my goodness, I have got to be careful with this. Whoa, whoa, it is very dark. Wait, okay, now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Okay, I believe it was this way. But yeah, we're gonna need to cover this up, obviously, because that's just bad. Okay, so let me just grab some sand and cover that up like so. Okay, so that's much better, obviously. Okay, so let's begin assembling our wooden huts here. Hey, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be flat. Look at this. Yeah, I like the flatter design. I think it looks nicer that way. I mean, I think that this, like, horizontal design is alright as well, but I don't know. I kind of favor the flatter design. I think it looks a little bit cooler, in my opinion, of course. And, yay. Okay, so let me just understand how I can do that. Well, actually, up here, that would make sense if it looks like that. I don't mind that whatsoever, actually. So I think my only way of doing this, the way that I want it to at least, is to do that, because that was the only way that I was going to keep it the way that I want it to look. Alright, so then let's build on up. Definitely want to make sure that it's wooden at the exact same part. And I think that just the wooden feel is definitely going to give it the exact feel that we want to go with, which is, of course, basically this is going to be kind of like our farmer's market, or a little kind of like town in that sense. So I think that it works perfectly well to go with the design and the idea of making like all the houses and all the little shops here out of wood. I think that that works really well, and hopefully once we have it all assembled, it will look well as well, or look good, or nice. That would be a little bit more appropriate and understandable. Alright, so let me just take down all this whole entire wall here, and then let's do a little bit of assembly walk. Okay, so there we goes. Perfecto. That is lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, so let me just do that. Of course, it's going to want to act up and not do what I'm asking it to do. And yes, I did see the extra wood piece that appeared inside the house. We'll take care of that in just a moment. In fact, right there, boom. It's all taken care of. So yeah, I just feel like this kind of wood gives it a nice kind of a cozy feel. There's something like really nice about these types of like wooden homes and everything. I remember one time we went skiing, I think it was, at, I think the place is called Blue Mountain, I think. I don't really ski particularly a lot. I know, Canadian who doesn't ski, how is that possible? But most of the houses there, most of the cottage houses were made out of wood, and it just looked so cool, and it has such an interesting dynamic when a house is made completely out of wood. It has like this weird different feeling to it, which is very cool. Alright, so let's use different types of oak for the flooring. I think that would be a nice idea as well, is to kind of provide different types of floors. We'll use some dark oak, some other colors as well. So again, these could be also like tiny little shops. I don't know, they might be even like little rest stops that we do. There's really a lot of options to go with, which is obviously the great part of building these. Okay, so let's do a little bit more walk here. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisies. Wait, no. This is not the way that it is supposed to be. Like, you see, that one right there is like dirt. Like, I don't know, there's nothing exciting about that. It's just kind of like, whatever. You know, I don't know. To me, at least, there's nothing exciting about that. Maybe I'm wrong. I definitely could be. I would definitely accept that as a fact. Okay, so let's go ahead. Whoa, I broke some glass. No, I was hoping to keep a streak going, but unfortunately the streak has been broken. I am no Undertaker of Minecraft. I tried. I, however, did attempt to do so. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Nope, not what I want to do. Okay, that's nice. So I think that's how it's supposed to be there. I guess I put one extra one there. Oh, wait, I forgot the window. Is the window supposed to be here or here? Oh, okay, so it's supposed to be here. Alright, where's the window? Can I just select that? Nice. Whoops. There we go. That looks nice. That looks really cool. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I think it looks really nice. And it's coming together really nicely, too. Oh, whoops-a-daisies. I shouldn't have tore that down, should I? Because it looks like that platform right there was made out of... Well, actually, let's use a different type of plank down here. Let's use some jungle wood planks. I think that could be kind of new, right? Something different. There we go. Just to give it a bit of a different feel, you know? I think that looks nice. Okay, so the stairs are going to be sand. Obviously, we're going to rework the stairs at a later point in time, probably, whenever we get the rest of the design kind of sorted. So let's put it that way. I'm going to need a way to get that up there. Okay. So I think... Is that how it looked? That's sort of weird looking. Maybe there was another one, and then we could put a door. Right? Why not? Let's put a door right there. That's a good idea, actually. I like it. I think it looks nice. Can I put a torch here? Nice! Okay, that's even better. That looks really cool. I like that. That looks really nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and disassemble the side here. It's gonna be really weird to see the village once we have it all rebuilt out of wood, because when you think about it, you're like, whoa, this place looked completely different at one point in time, and I think it's gonna give it a really nice kind of a effect. Because, I mean, like, look at that. It's already starting to look way different, just with these tiny little changes that we've already taken and placed here. Whoops, I think it would be nicer to have it like this, at least, right? So that it's like, maybe there are 2 sideways blocks, but then the ones that are here are gonna be upright, and that gives it a bit of a different design element as well, which I do like, so that's nice. Alright, there we are. Sweet, I think that looks great. That is definitely looking pretty cool. Now, for this, I was kind of thinking of maybe just doing this in cobblestone. Just because I feel like it's going to look cool if it's cobblestone and wood top. I mean, sandstone looks cool and all, but cobblestone I think is going to be a little bit more kind of, you know, old school type look to it. I think that looks good. Look at that. Man, that looks really great. Fantastico. Okay, so we've got a couple of these like big houses to address, and that's definitely going to be a challenge. Why don't we start with this one right here? Since it doesn't have as much, what is it called? As many components that are other than wood, basically. You know, like the other ones have, or sorry, other than blocks. Because the other ones there you saw, a lot of them are made up, the roofs are made up actually of stairs, which means that it's going to be quite a pain to actually rebuild those. But we will do it, for sure. It's just a matter of time. And honestly, this is just something, you know, like oftentimes we create stuff, but then other times we're going to rebuild or actually redesign, I should say, things on Blitz Village as well. And I think that this is a perfect redesign and one that will be valuable to us because it will bring us some cool stuff to our town, you know? Like this kind of a wooden element and feel. And plus, of course, this entire place can then be used as I said before, like our farmer's market or maybe even just a vacational type of like area that citizens of Blitz City go and visit, you know? And I think that would be a cool idea, actually. And I wouldn't mind that being exactly how we end up using this place. Okay, so this is coming together nicely. Okay, so I think that it was probably shaped like this, if I had to guess, right? This is probably what it was shaped like. I'm hoping so, at least. By looking at the other walls, that's what it seems like, at least. So, I'm hoping that that is the case here. Okay, so... Whoops. Oh my goodness, I'm nervous that I'm messing this up. But I hope I'm not. It certainly looks even on all the sides, so... I think we're doing a good job. Okay, so there we are. Nice. That is coming together nicely. I really like that. Uh-oh, it looks like we lost a stairwell up there, though. So that's gonna need to be addressed. Okay, there we go. That's why we lost it. Okay, I really like that. Man, this is looking really cool. I love that. Whoops. Okay, that I don't love. Was it right here? I believe it was, according to this block. Okay. So, now, of course, let's build up this tall thing. This will be a tall order. Literally. Whoa, no! Smashing glass! Smashing glass is no bueno. I've got to stop that. Gotta stop that. That's a bad thing for us to have to deal with. Because rebuilding everything is just gonna be a pain. So anywhere where we can kind of save time, I'm trying to do so. Okay, whoops. Nope, not what I really wanted. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so I think this structure, at least that side, is completely done. Now we just have this side left, and then of course the actual platforms here. And then, of course, the other cool thing is that I'm going to actually leave it up to you guys what you want to add to this. Because what we could do is, if this becomes, let's say, a resort type area instead of what we said before, like a farmer's market or something like that, we could add, like, let's say, little hot tubs and just, like, you know, hangout spots and things like that. So just let me know in the comment section below. Of course, that is why Blitz Village is always, as I always say, is a collaborative series. I need you guys to obviously tell me, hey, Blitzwinger, we like this idea. Hey, Blitzwinger, we don't like this idea. This is a bad idea. This is something we don't want to see of happening in Blitz Village. Yet, for example, this we do like. So depending on whatever you guys say is how the town is getting built, of course. It's all your ideas. I mean, I always say that I'm assembling it, yes, and I definitely have, obviously, creative input on the actual process and what it's going to end up looking like. Were there 2 windows here or just one? It looks like there's just one, because there's only one across, so I'm assuming there was only one. But again, as I'm saying, is that, like, let me know what you guys want to see. If you don't want to see any more time basically spent on the wooden village here, then this is it. This is going to be the one episode that we do. Ideally, I'd like to obviously dedicate a couple more episodes to this series, because I do feel like there's some cool elements that we could potentially explore with this. But again, as I always say, it's really, truly up to you guys. Okay, this is a problem, because I can't get stuff to look the way I want. So it looks like I'm going to have to do this little trick where I'm going to build that up, right? Then I'm going to come underneath, build it like so. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Same exact trickery will take place over on this house. Whoops. Whoops daisies. So let me just build that like so. And then onto that, we're going to build, of course, that's where the ladder is. So we're going to build all that up. Whoops. That's not how I wanted it. And then we're going to come in here and we're actually going to take down this whole layer of stuff, right? Boom, boom, boom. That's sweet. Look at that. That's really nice. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Alright, so we're definitely going to need, though, to apply some wooden floors here as well. That's something I definitely want to add. Okay, so let me chop down all this stuff. And did I need to chop? No, why did I do that? Okay. Now I have to do the trick. Now I have to do the trick. Come on. Okay, let me drop in. There we go. And then chop that down. Okay. So there it is. It's definitely looking very cool. Man, it looks like a giant tree branch has grown into the town, which is just really cool. Makes me feel like a kid again, like on monkey bars and climbing trees like a crazy monkey, because I used to do that a lot. I used to climb pretty high trees like crazy high. Seriously, like some of them, when I think back to them, I'm like, how was I not terrified? Because when I think to it now, I'm like, I would never do that right now, ever in a million years. But back then I was like, yep, let's do it, guys. I'm down. Let's do it. This is not a problem. I ain't scared. But it's like, it's not about being scared. It's about being at least somewhat smart. Okay, so now let's go ahead and I guess we could put some oak wood here. I think that would work. I think it'd give it a different kind of a flow, which is nice. Okay. So that's cool. Now let me see. Whoops. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, that's cool. Man, I like this. I really like the way that the darkness works with the other dark parts here. It's really nice. Okay, so here we're going to need some stairs as well. And we could actually use some light ones. Ooh, that's not bad, actually. I think that looks good. It's going to bother me knowing that I didn't put a proper thing there. Okay. So there, and then these ones we're going to just fill up with... Actually, I think I might go with this type of wood. I think that might look good. Ooh, look at that. That's nice, eh? Look at that. There's like a tiny little hangout spot. This is sweet, man. I'm really liking the way that this is turning out. Okay, so then of course we need our ladder so that you could actually climb up the ladder. Whoops, there's one I missed. Okay, and you could make it all the way to the top. Except there'd be a problem because there's a piece missing. Okay, I think now it's good. Right? Is that looking correct? I believe so. Man, this looks great! Okay, look at that structure. Look at that. Okay, the wood designs are definitely something that I love, and they're looking very, very, very cool indeed. So let's go ahead and build up this final hut for today's episode. Of course, this is going to be probably what I'm going to do with the village again. It's going to be primarily up to you guys. I would like to finish it, so I'd probably finish it no matter what, maybe even in between episodes or something like that. But what I'm probably going to do instead is that every few episodes we'll come back to the village here and we'll design some cool stuff for the village. Alright, let me just get a couple blocks right there. I'm going to need to get some glass in there as well, not to forget that. Whoops, daisies. Okay, there we go. That's looking really nice. That's coming together real good. Whoops. Okay, let's go down. Whoops. Come on! Build with me! Walk with me here! Okay, very nice. I like this. And, yeah, that being said, of course, guys, remember, if you guys enjoyed the episode of Blitz Village and you would like to see more, please smash that like button, of course. And of course, if you want to see more specific things, you can always use the comment section. It is there for you, folks. And of course, it is there for you to voice your opinion and to voice your ideas, your concerns, things that you would like to see changed, things that you would like to see remain the same, etc. So obviously, let your voice be heard in the comment section below. Take advantage of it. It's there for a reason, of course. So on top of that, of course, don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to show support, other great ways of showing support to these series and showing that you guys want to see more Blitz Villages, of course, by smashing that like button, sharing the videos with your family and friends, and favoriting the videos as well. On top of that, of course, stay tuned. There is still plenty of content coming your way, plenty of cool stuff that is going to be coming up on the channel. On top of all that, of course, don't forget that if you would like to see one of your creations showcased on an upcoming episode, you can do so, of course, very, very, very easily by going to Twitter and sending in your awesome submissions, and they are always awesome. Of course, don't forget, guys, but send submissions that you actually created. If you send something that looks kind of hokey in terms of, it looks to me like you just Googled a creation and then you tried to send it in, I'm probably not going to showcase that, so just keep that in mind, okay? I'm not trying to be mean, I just try to be fair towards whoever created it, you know what I mean? If you didn't create it, then try not to take credit for it, you know what I mean? Because the person who created it would probably find that somewhat upsetting. That being said, of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, do the good stuff you guys always do. I will catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, and of course, I will see you later. Alligators! So yeah, there's another house, by the way. That's cool too. I like the orange. That looks really nice too. Man, this is going to look so cool once we have it all wooded up. It's going to look cool indeed. So that being said, of course, guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later, alligators. Thanks all for watching.